Wow, 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 wow. Uh-oh, everybody. I'll tell you straight up, I've never owned a car where, I should do this right here. I've never owned a car in my life. Never have. Guess what? This car won't pass inspection. This has never happened. In all the years I've owned cars, how long do I own a car? So this car failed inspection because it needs new tires. Two of the tires will not pass the Virginia state requirements of the tread left on them. So I have to technically buy 4 new tires. Now if I go here, which I think will be more money than anywhere else, but $2,200 for me to buy new tires here. I can go to Costco, but I can guarantee you I'm going to be at least $1,600 to $1,800. So now I got to talk to the wife. Hey, honey, you got like an extra $1,500, $2,000 sitting around? I mean, I didn't wear the tires out. Who wore them out? So, oh my gosh, everybody, a first for me, a rejection sticker. It just doesn't end. Now, let me go over here and see what we can do here, like getting the car cleaned up. And that's a whole other story. All right, I got the car cleaned up here, get the windows up, and the car needs a bath, everybody. So here we are. What's going on here? Something's going on here. Something's wrong. I wonder what's going on. This is interesting. Very interesting. I've never seen this happen before. Huh. So, wow. Oh, he's at that whole bicycle rack that'll probably get caught up. Pardon me, told guy, just meet me at the other end. Very interesting, everybody. I don't think it's gonna fit in there, dude. I'll be wrong. I guess I am. Whatever. First, everybody, for the Iceman having to jeez, wow, money doesn't end. Yeah, in so many ways, I'd have to say, just tell the wife, keep on driving the Grand Wagoneer, I guess. Jeez. All right, here we go. Oh, even I can't remember everything. Here we go. This has massaging seats. Wow. Interesting, huh? Well, howdy doody. Not so much, but crazy, everybody. So I can maybe see what you're saying. You're saying these tires, yeah, see that? That tire won't pass Virginia state inspection. So what do you do when you have this problem? You go to Costco and you get a quote on how much money you're going to spend to get new tires. So that's what I'm doing right now as I head over here to the Costco. I should have parked over there. Well, no, I shouldn't. That's people getting their service. So let me go inside and get the news and go to Costco and spend more money. Oh boy. Well, so about a $200 difference. Basically $2,000. $2,000 here at Costco. Woohoo! Got to order them 4 to 5 days, which I have to have a conversation with the wife. One guy said, looking at me, why would you buy tires for your wife? I'm thinking, well, if you're making all the car payments, insurance payments, personal property payments, everything else, maintenance, something's got to give, right? This is all beautiful. Very nice. Right? Oh, that's too bad. When you buy something here from Costco and it's discounted, if you don't come back within 30 days to challenge the difference in the price, you can't get the difference. So I bought that greenhouse on March 13th. So the reality is, there's nothing there for me to gain back. I'll get $200 back. That'd have been pretty cool, everybody. But for the record, that ain't happening. As we do the Costco shopping spree, you can't escape out of here without spending money, more money you plan on spending. Wouldn't know this story. Well, I'm buying some shock. The shock treatment for the pool. So this isn't a bad price, everybody. 150 bucks, not bad. That stuff really got expensive during the pandemic, so I don't know. All right, I think I'm gonna change up again. So Sam's Club isn't really convenient, but I think I'm gonna try this stuff here. I like the idea, chicken, rice, egg. So let's try this out. Dogs will be having a change of flavor once again, everybody. And for me, I think I'm gonna do some grilling again. I think I'm gonna start cooking again on the back deck. How about that idea? Wow, they still got some left here, not many. They got actually 2 more sets left. So interesting. Here's what's interesting, which I haven't really thought about, is I sit here and shop. This will be the first time I've shopped just for 2 people instead of 3. Never really even thought about that before, but that's crazy. And even me, I think I'm getting a little too much food. Yeah, this will be the first time for me. And I would really say 15 years, 20 years, but I'm just shopping for the wife and myself. So even there's a whole other variable of how much food you buy and don't buy. Wow. Green beans. I remember stuff be $7, $8 for a case. I'm getting an old man. Well, there's our 200 plus bucks spent. Now what do you do? Well, I guess I'm gonna save some money and buy a hot dog. How about that idea? Well, couldn't resist getting the sundae. Yeah, sundae, a hot dog, and a drink, all for like $3.90. Can't beat that, can you, huh? Alright, I'm gonna get out of here or spend any more money. Everybody knows you go to Costco. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. I mean, all the things that are happening, man. Wow, it's so weird. I just have no idea how many years I've taken care of my father, mother, family, going out and buying all the food, making the meals. It's all changed. But I enjoyed that, so this isn't really me harping. It's more about how I enjoyed so much getting all the food for everybody, making the meals, and just those days kind of come to an end, everybody. So now, the Dulles Dodge come down their price a little bit, and I just get the wheel. One thing Ridge back there at Dulles Dodge recommended is that I get the car aligned for sure after we get the service done. But I really think the wife should be driving Grand Wagoneer for a while. I mean, it just doesn't end on the expenses. This person here and their Subaru RS model. And let me see what's in the back of the Grand Cherokee. And so this is a 23 Grand Cherokee, everybody. So this car, I think I bought this car like in January, February 23. I wonder if this does the kick thing. Yeah, it does. Of 23 is when I got this car. And that's hard to believe. It's only a little over 2 years, but what's so hard to believe is what's hard to believe, everybody, is my wife was remotely working at home all of 23, and for the most part, all of 2024. So to even think she'd been driving this car I'd have right now on it, probably close to 50,000 miles on it. Wow. Wow. Wife has the same problem I have. Never enough room. Never enough room for all the stuff that you buy and get. Oh, it's a little better, but it really needs to be really detailed for sure. Pearl out's a little light. Little light. Wow. I've been rejected, everybody. That song guy there, it's like, I haven't had to buy tires ever. Only tires I've had to buy is ones if I want to change out the tire and wheel package on the car. Other than that, I can't remember last time I bought tires replacement because they're worn out in a vehicle. What the heck is that car over there? I don't know. So I can't get close to it because the people are here in front of me. Gotta watch where I'm going here, everybody. So I don't do any damage to this lady's car right here. I don't want to do that, right? Don't even get out of here without injuring somebody. And this place is a little gold mine. These guys stay busy all the time. So in all reality, I mean, these were Dodges. I think $200 more personally, which I get it. But they all get it. My good guy. So I'm going to drive by this one car here. Who makes this car? Anymore. So many cars are coming to the marketplace. Or in China. I don't know how you know what is what. So what is that? Is it a Kia? It's a Jeep. Oh my gosh. That's a Jeep. I never would have known that. That's crazy. It is interesting how they said the tires he replaced because I can definitely tell, I can hear these tires. So definitely hear that. Now Ridge, the service director, says he claims that the auto manufacturer's tires don't last as long as the repurchased tires. I was like, what are you talking about? He says the repurchase. I'm like, he's like, when you wear out your original tires on your vehicle, when you go to replace them, typically those replacement tires will go further than the original factory tires. He just thinks they mold them a little different or something like that. Isn't that weird? I have no idea if that's factual or not. Doesn't really make any sense because Michelin just runs batches and batches of tires, or do they run batches of tires specific to the automotive commitment of them supplying the tires to all these new cars? And that's a whole different production. Always something. But the dealership was light on service, quiet. Sales at the dealership were nothing robust. Costco's a little quiet. I mean, is anything happening, everybody? I don't think it is, but who knows? Well, I got Brian back at the shop. That's pretty cool. Brian really is becoming a really good worker for me and a lot of help. Yeah, Brian's back in the shop putting equipment together. You know, just so long ago, he wouldn't have been able to do that without me being there. So he's definitely learning. And I looked at him. I don't know what I've said and haven't said, but yesterday morning, I shared with him that Julia got married. You know, he was very supportive. He was very nice. He's like, you know, I really hope the best for her. So that was nice of him. But I just said, I'd rather have you know now instead of me telling you that months down the road. So I let him know that, which he handled that really well. Because I was concerned, you know, does he get loopy on me? I mean, that happens in relationships. They've only been broken up a few months, but you never know. But the whole point is, he's now doing so many things that I taught Julia to do, and now with Julia not being with me, and, you know, don't take the conversation take to the heart that she won't be around. She's still going to be around. It's not like she's permanently moved out of the house. I mean, she could. That's her choice, but I don't think she will. I think she'll be back and probably spend some time up here, and then she'll go back and forth. But I think just since they're so madly in love, I mean, I get it. They want to be with each other day in, day night, and that's great. And get it out of you. Go do it. Go have fun. If you got to spend a few weeks to a month down there, I get it. But I think overall, over time, she's just going to kind of probably evolve to being there and being here and whatever. I'm trying to be as supportive as I can, but what's changed. But the point really is that Brian really has come around to be replacing Julia in so many ways, which makes things a lot better for me. So that's a blessing in itself. Thank God. Pray for a miracle every day of your life, people. It does work. Or does it? Oh, it's already the mad rush to get home. Wow, it's not that late in the day, everybody. I don't even know what time it is. It's 2 o'clock. And already this damn road I live on is already backed up and bumper-to-bumper traffic. Beyond believable. Guess I could turn on my adaptive cruise control. And let's see if this thing does what I think it does. Does it come to a complete stop? And then take off again? And a lot of people just won't use it, because like right now, I'm not touching the brake or anything, and we're gonna come up here and let's see how that plays out. I don't have my phone connected to this car, because what happens, I do that, my wife will start the car up and my phone will probably jump to the car. Here we go. So now it's kind of a fast stop. Some people right here be freaking, going, oh no, I'm gonna hit the car, gonna hit the guy in front of me. So what I want to see is, if it comes to a complete stop, we still haven't completely stopped. So there it goes. So it wasn't that long a duration. So it does have the stop and go technology. That's good to know. Stop and go, good to know. One thing about Costco, the Sam's Club is not close to me, so it's a drive. Unless I'm out and about working, does that kind of flow. To drive all the way to Sam's Club for me is too much time. That's why today I just bought a different. If that Kirkland dog food works out pretty well, then I'll probably just be buying that. Who knows? But the whole point is, the Sam's has such more variety of smaller packaged things that you can buy. You just can't get at Costco. So Sam's but Costco's food, in my world, I think Costco has the higher end, better quality food. That's one thing I would definitely say. If they're fresh meat and their fish and their chicken, I just think Costco's got a better product there. Tastes better. Their selection of their packaged turkey and chicken breast and ham, I think it's better than Sam's. Sam's stuff is it's not that good. It's Where this adaptive cruise control gets really screwed up for you is when you have a car come merge into your lane. It just doesn't understand that. So if you're not really staying on top of managing this, person will cut like right in front of you and the car doesn't know what's going on. So they're doing all this new. What's going on? They're going to redo an area of this road. So they're having to relocate all the underground utilities. That's what I think is going on. I think, look at that old Pontiac GTO. Is that a Pontiac GTO or is that a Pontiac Firebird? That was a Firebird, I think, a Pontiac Firebird. It's just hard to see. Convertible, wow. Yeah, so here they're going to redesign this infrastructure up here to make it a little bit more efficient. So I think they're having to relocate the underground utilities because they're going to be digging up the existing ones, I think. Yeah, this road has like a 5-year project. They're going to be going in intervals, like over the next 4 or 5 years, of trying to make this road a better, safer road and more efficient. But it's like, wow, that's crazy. Now here's a guy that has so much freaking money. There's a guy, I won't mention his name, but he has so much money. His daddy was a big farmer. The guy's older than me. His daddy was a big farmer out here, owned all this land up here on the right-hand side. And when his daddy died, he inherited all his daddy's land, and he made it into housing development. And no lie, his HOA rules are so radical. People will tell you that have moved into his. This is only one part. There's a whole other area that I'm not going to drive to and show you. But it's a communist community. This guy is so radical on what you can and can't do. And people just go in and buy a piece of property and they don't really read the fine line of all the HOA rules that he made up. And once you're in there, you think you can park your camper outside of your house? Nope. Think you can park your boat outside of your house? Nope. This is a rural area too. A rural area, country area. You have to build a shop. You think you can park X amount of cars out around your house? Nope. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You want to plant a tree? Nope. You got to go through him. And so, there goes Brian right there. That's cool. So, I mean, radical. But that house right there, he owns that house. And instead of, like, renting out the house to somebody to help people out, he won't do it. And what's incredible, somebody torched that house. Somebody got so mad at him over the HOA violations and rules. There's no doubt in my mind that house was set on fire. And since the fire department's just right up the street from here, they were able to get there and salvage it from burning to the ground. So that happened, believe it or not, like 10, 12 years ago. I would say like 10 or 12 years ago at least. And that guy, he just leaves it all boarded up. And more money than brains, everybody. Goes on all the time. It's just incredible. People have money doesn't mean they're smart. People today inherit money like never ever seen. Interesting, somebody's out here working on these sheds again. It's such a mystery. Somebody comes in and puts these metal in these sheds and roofs in the barn like they're going to do something. Now yesterday, unbeknownst to me, close to 24 hours later, Gypsy would be out in the middle of the road up here to get run over. So I'm going to show you where Gypsy, apparently, from the explanation from the nice woman that picked up Gypsy. But, you know, in some ways, I just think, I'm surprised she didn't just drive up my street just to see if maybe she even saw somebody out looking for a dog. But I wouldn't have been at that time. But I think if she would have driven up the street, she would have seen all these other dogs and thought, I wonder if that's the home. So basically, from my understanding, she was coming home, and she came around this very sharp corner, and she claims she saw Gypsy around this corner in the road where a truck just about hit her. And so I guess just in this general vicinity is where she pulled over, and then she picked the dog up, and then she continued straight. And I'm just kind of surprised that she didn't think to herself, why don't I drive up, the street here? And if she would have driven up the street, she would have seen all my dogs out when I'm cutting the grass. And you would have thought that, for me, I'd have been like, okay, maybe this person has that dog. But no criticism, because it's very nice of her to pick Gypsy up. So not me being mean or critical to her. It's more about me saying, if you were out on the road and you saw a dog, but anyways, that's all. Now, this is classic. There's a paper out there called the Epic Times, which I guess years ago, when I went to their website, they got my name, and they sent this paper that I never have paid a cent for. I don't even want the damn paper. And for years, I thought that it was the Washington Post was just sending papers to my house. Because look, it's a Washington Post protective cover. Wasn't until Joe, who works for me years ago, said, hey, you know how you complain about this? Every Thursday, somebody drives by my house and throws this paper in my driveway. What the hell was that? That's not comforting. And so anyways, I thought for years it was Washington Post. And so my attitude was like, screw that Washington Post. I ain't gonna read the Washington Post. So it was Joe that's like, no, man. So these people use the mail delivery. The guy who drives around gets paid to deliver a paper that I don't even give two craps about. Uses, I guess, the Washington Post. Whatever. But these guys won't quit sending this damn thing to me. That's it. Challenges of life, right? Everybody, now I'm going to get in the car. Now I got to get the groceries in the house. And I'm going to go over my Mustang, and it looks so similar to that ZL1 Camaro. Wow. Oh, we got all the food into the house. Amazing. Sometimes our refrigerator is so damn full. I got to drive over to the other side of the property, unload the dog food, chlorine, and then the dogs have all been locked up in my office all day because Brian was out here working in the shop, and I didn't want him to have responsibility. He wouldn't have time for that. But it's time to get over to the other side of the property, then kind of wrap this video up. Hope everybody's liking the video. enjoying the conversation with the Iceman. Yet another day. I try to get creative and bring things to you, which some days I think, what the hell am I going to talk about today? But there's always something to talk about, right? So, I'm sure the puppies are going to be going nutty, wanting to get out. And then got new dog food, so how does their body acclimate to that? Guess we'll find out. I know somebody's not liking the food. I can just tell by what they're doing in the area. Let's just kind of leave it at that for a moment. Get out. Leave the rear hatch open. And yeah, until you go take care of dogs and everything else. And kids, man, it's a full-time job. I mean, anybody that has kids, you know about that. But you know, once again, this Mustang, I truly thought that was a Mustang in that showroom. Look how similar lines are. That was a running joke when they updated that Camaro. Look at that. I could put a Chevy emblem on this damn car, and I guarantee you half of people would think it's a Camaro. All right, let's go see the puppies that are patiently waiting for Daddy to let them out, right? So let's see here. And I'm sure they're thirsty. Let's see how they do. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got this damn deadbolt. All right. I want to make sure they couldn't get out. So I deadbolted this here. Otherwise, they'd jump up in the door. All right, pups. Down. Down. Okay. Here everybody is. Oh, out here. Need to get more fans going. That's for damn sure. And they are wound up, everybody. And their size at work. All right. Gypsy's really giving me some love, everybody. Gypsy really is giving the Iceman a lot of love. Diesel's not happy about it. Wonder what happened to the bird, because I locked the dogs up in the office. So the bird should have, thanks Ginger for putting it right near the area we walk. But the bird should have gotten away, or did it. We'll go back here and inspect. I can only hope. There's still one up there. I just saw it. Can you see it? Whatever happened to the other one? Where it went off to? Oh, that one's still closed like that. All right, that's it, everybody. I've talked enough. Hope you enjoy the Jeep Grand Cherokee adventure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that. I'm going to mix up all the food. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this here. So I'm going to mix everything in. So it just starts transitioning everything instead of just all that brand new stuff. Kind of the goal. So let me do that. And there we go. So it's all mixed up now. So let's see who wants to eat it now, right? I mean, this stuff smells really good too, actually. These guys probably. I think what I'll do, I'll just mix it up. The unfinished bowls, I'll just do that right now, actually. That's funny. All right, let's see if the dogs snub this. Is this thing even plugged in? I don't even know. Did I get that right? I think I did. Yep. All right. All right, now, question is, so now Prince and Gypsy usually kind of stay as a team together. So let's see what's going on. Where the Gypsy girl is. She was just here a second ago, but here we go again, right? Instantly. There she is. Good girl. She's the talk of town. The Gypsy baby. Okay. So now, yeah. So now I just, more than ever, I'm like, keep an eye on her. You better believe it. And there's Prince eating part of a leftover deer body part. Deer leg. They just love that stuff, don't they, Gypsy? Right, Gypsy baby? She just loves that ball. Good girl. Thank God I left that collar on. Can you even imagine? But at the same time, if somebody found that dog and they posted it like they did, then I still would have found her. But then somebody could have honestly taken that dog and kept that dog. I mean, sincerely, somebody could have. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching my channel. Look for more ongoing conversations with the Iceman, Lone Man. God bless. Have a great day.